pressed the right thing. It was the right title screen tonight.
That's going to haunt you forever, isn't it?
Oh, it was terrible. I spent ages, got everything sorted, everything set just fine, and then it was the wrong one.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I get for not renaming a file when I was saving it. Yeah. So, hey guys, how we doing tonight?
Not too bad, thank you. Glad to finally be talking about Albert Pyun.
Indeed, or Pyun, as I believe believe that may be the pronunciation. We'll go into that in a wee minute.
Well, if you're friends with him, just Al.
Exactly. I just Al. Or Dave. Maybe it's Dave.
That guy's always popular.
Pretty much. Yes, we are here tonight to talk about films of Albert Pyun or Albert Pyun. Hang on a second, I'm just going to...
That's my opening.
That's a good sound.
I stole it from
drinking
you.
some tea. How many are you opening? Oh no, there's an echo. Oh, there we go.
Where's yours?
Got rid of my echo. I had the other one playing. It's like 2-second delay.
I'm on the...
I'm drinking tea right now, so eventually
you are?
I'll get
right. No, I'm on the wonky raspberry fruity drink again.
Well, I'll get my carbonated water out, and I'll put an umbrella in it just in case it rains. I don't want that. I don't want that stuff diluted, you know.
I totally get that.
Disgusting.
Okay, so what are we up to today? We are going to be, well, first of all, Stato, we have to welcome our Team Dark member, Lucifer Storm, with us tonight. Greetings, Lucifer.
Greetings, everyone. How the devil art thou?
Can't even bother hiding the skeletons in his closet anymore. Look,
He doesn't. He just puts them out on display.
Might as well. People are going to find out about them eventually. So, I thought I would beat them to the punch and just be like, here you go.
Well, he is the Prince of Darkness, so, you know.
Is that a lamp?
Yes, this is a lamp.
That's probably the last sight that thing saw in life, too. Like, crossing the highway. What the heck is...
It's permanently locked in its last few seconds of life.
Those type of animals are just the worst at throwing, like, surprise birthday parties. The worst timing in the world. Jump out in the middle of the road. Surprise! Last thing they get.
Shocking. Right. Okay, so tonight... we're going to be looking at the movies of Albert Pyun or Pyun, okay? And we're going to be doing it via the wonders of Tearmaker. But first of all, I'd like to get your recollections on his movies. Like Lucifer.
Yes.
Is he a director that kind of meant anything to you when you were like growing up and going into the video store and tracking down your video nasties and all that kind of stuff?
Back then, when like I was discovering his stuff, I wasn't so into directors. I was more into like, let's see what's out there. That looks cool. I want to check that out. It just so happens that a small handful of them happened to be some of his movies. And I didn't realize it till like I was quite older, to be honest with you. And I was like, hey, hold on. I didn't know the guy who directed Cyborg directed Captain America as well. This is crazy.
Yeah, but it's crazy. It's crazy in many ways when you start looking at his movies.
Oh, gosh, yes.
Yeah, Stato, what about yourself? Were you a Albert Pyun fan?
Cyborg was the first Jean-Claude Van Damme movie I ever saw when I was a little kid. I probably saw that when I was 4 years old. And then, my gosh, Captain America, I saw at the same time as a straight-to-video like Nicholas Hammond's Spider-Man. So it was special. I didn't know that, how far off base it was at the time.
Yeah,
with, like the Italian Red Skull, and with the Tom Cruise mask and the he looked great in the beginning, but then again that movie is supposed to be like 6 hours long or something like that, and they chopped that thing down.
Yeah, I think so.
But
there's a director's cut available somewhere.
Oh yeah, and then later on, Mean Guns and Brain Smasher.
Yeah.
I had a great time watching those too, so I was really surprised that he made those. But Cyborg, yeah, definitely, that was one of my first movies where I was just, I watched a lot of monster movies when I was little. I mean, this was one that was, it seemed like a monster movie, but when you watch it back as an adult, it really isn't.
No, not at all.
I mean, there was the bad guy, Fender with super blue eyes and just the, but I really liked that movie when I was a kid. I mean, even though it was supposed to be, Masters of the Universe 2, and then I'm finding out that it had it had all these like sequels that had nothing to do with each other, or it almost with 2 different trilogies, and
Yep.
it's so shocking. But yeah, they're not bad. I kind of haven't seen them in a while, and I imagine they won't be as good on a repeat viewing as an adult. It's
I think in a lot of
made for a
cases
kid.
that's kind of the case. But
Highlander 2 is the biggest what do you call it?
Yeah.
Offender. Love that movie when I was a kid. Watched it as an adult. I was like, what?
Yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't a kid when I saw it, but I kind of still liked it. I kind of still liked it, even though I knew how bad it was. Yeah, but yeah, a Cyborg was the first one I saw as well, and then I think it was like the Kickboxer movie, Kickboxer 2, and
from Step by Step in it.
Yeah, I kept track of him after that as it were, step by step. But yeah, he's an interesting guy as far as directing goes from a low budget, sort of like a stable of directors.
Yeah.
Pete's joined us.
Evening, Pete. How the devil art thou?
Hello.
Did you want to introduce Pete to your friend there?
Yes, Pete. This is John Doe. This is something that I've received from my sponsor, who is a taxidermist, and they do a little bit of upcycling. Hence why you can do this with it.
Wow!
And it's a lovely little item to have. I'm expecting a couple of more things from them in the future, but I won't talk about them on this stream because I'll save that for my streams.
Right. Hello, Dave.
Hey,
all right,
evening, Dave.
All right, my babbers. That we were just talking about that. Is that, Albert Pyun, I had a wee look at that video you mentioned last week, where the editor who worked in Sword and Sorceress, I think he pronounced it Pyun. I kind of like Pyun as well. I've always said Pyun. Yeah. See, I still call David Bowie David Bowie. still do. It's like 50-50 whether it's going to be Bowie or Bowie,
Yeah.
But okay, let's do this. Here we go. Boom. This is how we're doing it, guys. Right. We have a system here. You see at the top, we're going to have classic. Now, I don't know how many are going to get into classic. We have near classic. Again, I'm not too sure how many are going to get into near classic either. We have good. Okay, this is good. We have average. We have WTF was that. We have hit it with a shovel. And we have, has anyone other than Wally seen this movie? Okay.
Hello, Comic Lord.
I think there's going to be a lot in that bottom section.
Yeah, I was going to add another tier called, have I even seen this movie? But those ones we're just going to leave down at the bottom, okay? Because there's a few I've put in here that I'd hoped to get seen, but I never get around to it.
Yeah, I planned to try and watch as many of these before this show as possible, and I failed miserably.
Yeah,
and many of them are on
TV. However, I kind of watched a few of them. However, I did watch some of the trailers, and you know what? That's good enough to rank them as far as I'm concerned.
That's true.
Yeah.
A lot of those trailers give away the ending anyways.
Yeah.
A lot of the trailers just show you the entire movie in like 2.5 minutes. Yeah. In some cases, that's a good thing. Hello,
indication of how much filler's in there.
Oh, yeah.
Comic Lord.
Okay, so let's get this rolling, as it were. Now, I'm going to start with ones I don't think anybody's seen. If anyone in the chat's seen it, and they can let us know. There's a movie called Left 4 Dead.
Not
here.
The game.
No, which I haven't seen that. I haven't even seen the trailer, so I'm leaving that here unless anybody's seen that movie and wants to say anything about it.
No. I haven't seen it.
I think it was a movie. And there's a new one called The Interrogation of Cheryl Cooper. Now, I've seen the trailers. It's 2 people in one room, and that's the movie.
Oh, so it's like a phone booth situation.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's a guy interrogating this woman called Cheryl Cooper. Hence the name, The Interrogation of Cheryl Cooper.
That's a heck of a risk.
Haven't even seen the trailer.
Haven't seen the trailer. Okay, we're going to leave that down here, but that's his most recent movie. So that's the one that's out there for you guys if you want to track down his most recent stuff.
Shot on an iPhone?
It kind of looks it. I've got to say. So there's a few here. There's one or two that I'm really annoyed that I haven't seen, like Crazy Six, which has got Ice-T and Burt Reynolds in it.
Oh, why did I not watch this?
I'm guessing Burt Reynolds had an afternoon that they paid him for. It's because one of the movies I have seen is called Ticker. Has anybody seen Ticker?
No.
I need to see a poster of this. Let me see here.
Right. Well, I'm going to pull Ticker up here, and I'm going to go and tell you why it doesn't really get much further up than has anybody other than Willie seen this movie.
Mostly a great cast.
It's got a fantastic cast. It's like Steven Seagal. It's got Dennis Hopper. It's got Tom Sizemore. It's got some guy called Nas. It's got. Yep, I know. I'm just kidding on. I don't know. It's got a terrific cast. Unfortunately, most of them weren't making the movie at the same time, so they don't all appear together. Some of them look as if they were only there for half a day or a day. And most of the film is shots of helicopters or a helicopter flying around, and a film that's cobbled together from it. It's not a great movie. In fact, it's probably the one movie that's made me stop watching Albert Pyun films for a few years. So if nobody else has seen it, this will go straight into hit it with a shovel.
Okay.
Right, okay, cool. Now, there's a whole bunch of ones we're going to keep down here, but have a look, guys. Is there one here you want to pick on that we'll have a wee look at?
I can just go right down the line.
Just go right down the line? Okay.
Right down the line.
That's the best way to do it, yeah.
Right, okay. Right, so Adrenaline. Has anyone other than me seen Adrenaline?
It doesn't sound familiar.
No, I haven't seen it.
No, nobody. Right.
Expect that to be my answer to a lot of these. Unfortunately, it's going to be, oh no, I haven't seen it.
I've seen a few of them. I'm surprised at how many I've seen. Thank you, Tubi.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know how you go on with that comment, Lord. That's exactly how I felt 20 minutes after I watched the movie, to be honest. Evening peeps, if you've seen any of these, let us know. Cyborg. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm just going to do this right now.
Dave's campaigning. Hey, peep.
I'm going to put in Wrecking Crew. I'm going to put in Urban Menace. These are rap kind of movies that he made for like a pittance in order to get distribution to make a profit. They are not good. Okay, so they're going in there. Okay.
Fair enough.
I've seen the trailer for this, so I'm going to put it into
Which one is that?
average, going by the trailer.
The interrogation. Okay.
Yep. Going to put that into there by going by the trailer and putting the interrogation in there.
Acting look decent.
Anybody seen Radioactive Dreams?
No, I have a copy of it, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I bet Dave Bristolian Dave's probably got a copy of half of these movies that he's never seen as well. I'm putting it into has anyone other than Willie seen this movie? And I'm doing the same way. Anybody seen Down Twisted?
No.
Once again, I have a copy of this movie and I haven't fucking seen it.
That's
forgetting the stuff I've seen here.
Right. You know, I'm putting this in to hit it with a shovel because I don't think it looks that good. So what we're going to do now is we've kind of whittled it down to things we might have seen. Apart from
so far, his catalog's looking amazing.
Crazy Six. Well, his catalog is looking very varied. I have to say that. Now I'm going to bring this one up here. Has anybody seen a film called Post Mortem with Charlie Sheen?
That sounds really familiar, but I don't think I actually watched it.
Right. This was a movie. It was made in Glasgow, so it gets moved up. You know, it was made in Glasgow, and it's got Charlie Sheen in it, and he's accused of a murder. But you know, he's got to find out who the actual the killer is. As far as I remember,
turns out it was him all along.
Based on it, I don't know if it was, but this film looks pretty good. It's got some decent actors in it, some local kind of like Scottish actors in it, and it actually is structured like a movie. Okay, so it deserves to be like it's an average thing. If you come across it on the telly, you probably would just sit there for a while and watch it to see how.
I might have to start rating these by box art.
Yeah, that's pretty good actually. You might do that. When he was in Glasgow, the adventures of Charlie Sheen in Glasgow were probably more infamous than the movie because he went to like a nightclubs with football players like Gaza, Paul Gascoigne.
Oh yeah.
He tried to find somebody to help him buy a gun, allegedly, and he went hunting for cocaine in a place called Easterhouse, which is the roughest part of Glasgow. And the people that sold him cocaine didn't sell him cocaine. They were mixing all kinds of stuff together with sugar to sell him cocaine that wasn't cocaine. Seemingly, he had quite a few situations where he tried to buy drugs and he was ripped off every time.
There's that stuff from The Faculty.
Yeah, pretty much. So even Charlie Sheen had probably the worst holiday in Glasgow ever. But he was trying to buy a gun and drugs, allegedly. But that's the movie. If you watch that movie and you know that was happening at the same time, it makes it far more enjoyable.
Fun.
Okay, Doll Man.
Yes.
Yes,
Classic.
love it.
Is it a classic though?
I think cult classic.
Anything with
definitely.
that guy in there, definitely.
Anything with Tim Thomerson.
Yeah, that guy's great. He was great in Air America too.
Tim Thomerson and the guy that was
Well, I'd say, I mean,
Jackie Earle Haley.
realistically, between near classic and good, it's not a great movie.
Yeah.
Oh, get out. I think it's wonderful.
No, it's great, but I mean, like when you watch it with an objective mind, it's super
oh,
creative.
you can't do that. Yeah, I think we probably
got
should.
it.
That's where you're going wrong. That's where you're going wrong.
That's the
Don't watch
place.
it with
All
an
these are
objective mind.
classics because I mean, what he did with no budget.
guys. Well, Dave's never watched it, but I'm pretty sure he probably has a copy.
On Tubi.
Cult classic. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's what we're talking about here because we're not rating these movies. And I mean, if you were to put Doll Man up against Terminator, it's a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
But-
Is it
yeah.
though?
Yes,
Well-
it is big time.
Is it though?
Oh, it was a near
Yes.
classic. See, I would be a near classic too. So that's
Well, I was
Okay,
just joking about the classic thing. It was certainly either near classic or good for me, but I haven't seen the
Lucifer.
sequels
Lucifer's
either.
on classic. Peeps is on classic, and then that's 3 near classics.
Yeah. Cult
Anybody else
classic.
want?
Well,
Anybody
I'd
else
say
want to do?
Classic could be a near classic, couldn't it?
Like
It's got to go in.
classic.
It's got to go in classic. Okay, because if it's
I haven't
cult,
seen the sequels. Are they? Do they live up to this, or do they get worse and worse as they go?
There's only like
it's
one
a
sequel,
series
isn't
with diminishing returns.
I thought there were a couple of sequels.
Sorry,
What, to Doll Man?
Hey,
Dollman and Demonic Toys.
Yeah.
yeah, but
That's
yeah.
the only sequel that I know of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought there were a
that's the
couple
only one.
more. I must be thinking of Trancers.
Yeah, I think it's 5 or 6
Yeah.
transfers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen all them. Right. Okay. Okay. I'm putting it up in classic. This is our first, and perhaps only classic.
Yes.
It might. Okay, we'll keep it there, or you'll never come back. I'm going to pull up a trailer. We're going to watch it without the sound. Hang on a second. Where is it? Yeah,
Which trailer?
it's
is this?
for
What
a movie
about
called.
subtitles?
It's for a movie called Max Havoc. If it has subtitles, in fact, I might just play it with the sound. We'll see what happens.
Just put the subtitles on and let us think what we may. YouTube subtitles are a whole new
That's what I'm thinking.
form of entertainment.
It's for Max Havoc. Okay, so I'm going to bring that up. I'm going to ask this question. I kind of know the answer. Has anybody seen Max Havoc?
No, I've only seen the trailer. I really want to see it though, because that trailer just made me go, wow, that looks all kinds of crap, and I need it in my life immediately.
Yeah, well, I've got it up here to have a look at. Yeah, okay, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you, and when we get there, there's a good chance that it'll be close. No, yeah, you and everybody here, but you will probably want to change your mind about whether you want to watch it or not after seeing this. So let's see. I've got. Yep, they're on, haven't they? Yep. Okay. How do I get?
You might be the only show on the internet ranking a ton of movies we've never seen or heard of.
Yeah, I know.
That's quality,
it
son.
seems if I try to make it bigger, it stops sharing. So that's good to know.
It was so bad. It was like your stream was actually worried about turning in on itself. So it's like, don't play it.
It was so bad it didn't want to
can't do
share it's like, well, the other night my internet just went completely after that show. It wasn't just my internet, man. The whole network went. The whole my 4G and everything just went.
It was just so epic. It was like, I can die now.
It was. So without the sound for copyright reasons, like it really matters with Max Havoc, Curse of the Dragon. Let's give it a look. And we're just going to rate it based on the trailer.
Well, I'd say a classic right there.
I think it's already got me won over.
Oh, he sold that. That dude looks like he punches with his thumbs like tucked in.
Yeah, tucked in what? That's what I want to know.
His hands.
Okay, it gets cult kudos for having Shaft on it.
Is this Punch Out the movie? Peter Parker gets punched in the face with a radioactive fist and becomes Max Havoc.
I wonder who the bad guy is. Oh, great. Yeah, fantastic.
I think he's a chairist, and that chair was his like target the whole time. Carradine,
Richard Roundtree, whoever they are. Oh,
it was like a dragon they bought from Poundland.
Yep. Jade Dragon. Is he wearing sandals while he's doing all that? That's what I want to.
Legs.
It just looks 100% cheese-tastic.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like a student film almost.
Yeah, it's indeed. It's a lot of cheese. Got to say, though, there's a lot of energy and stuff happening with the fight scenes, and they've got a proper choreographer working with them.
Means they got a stuntman and had him be an actor.
And apparently there is a sequel to this.
Lots of telegraph.
There is. Wow.
Was it Max Havoc 2 More Havoc?
Not that I'm aware of, but that is a great title. That is exactly what it should have been.
Maximum Havoc?
Maximum Havoc.
What usually happens with these films is they get a different actor who plays the brother of the guy in the previous movie who's been killed by somebody. That's the way the kickboxer movies go. Mickey Hart. There you go.
Richard Roundtree. I know Richard Roundtree and David Carradine.
Yep. Sure.
Sold.
They just did the whole credit sequence in the trailer. They should have put the grips and stuff like that on there too, like everybody turning around with a smirk like in the old TV shows. Okay, so that was that. Based on that, I can't. I don't think I can give it a high rating.
Hey, monkey.
I can't see myself clear.
Evening, monkeys. I think after seeing that trailer, it deserves to go into an all-new category. Definitely Oscar winner.
Definitely Oscar winner. Right, yeah. Have you been out with Charlie Sheen?
Not yet. Soon.
Yeah. Charisma of that.
I might have to say that's it can't be average.
It can't be average.
But I don't know that I'd say I'd hit it with a shovel because he'd do some serpentine move and then come back at me. So maybe WTF was that for me.
If it was just a normal kind of mainstream studio B movie, it would be average, right? That's the way I look at it.
You think it could be improved with the Atkins diet?
Yeah, indeed. I think for the cult cast and the effort that they've put into the action, and as Pete was pointing out, the three blondes, it kind of for me it kind of moves into good.
All right. That's funny. There was a deciding factor there. Well, three of them.
So bad it's good. See, that's
That's gonna be
Comic
all
Law's
these.
right. The trailer looks fun, and Pete says if it gets remastered on Blu-ray, you definitely buy it, and
So would I.
so would I. So I think it has to go into good. And once we've all watched it and we come back, and if we ever did this again, it might
but a
be
movie
new
like
classic.
a movie like that, like the special effects are going to be given up by the sharpness. You're going to be able to see the strings that keep those sandals on his feet when he's kicking. Who wants that?
I do. I want that. I want bad dummy shots. I want miniatures. I want the works.
He's fighting miniatures.
He's
Well, put it up to classic.
fighting miniature blondes. Yeah, I think Soline's got it. This is how this kind of rating works for these kind of movies, and that definitely ups the rate.
Yeah,
definitely does.
Definitely.
So yeah, cool. So look at that, Max Havoc. Wow. I wonder how long it took him to come up with that name.
I think it regards to the board.
I'm going to go with one now that never really. You know what? I'm just going to put things like that we haven't seen, that I haven't seen. I'm just going to put them in with a shovel, just because.
What is that?
Except for this one, I haven't seen this yet. And this is one I want to see, and it's got Benny the Jet in it. So
is that the Warriors knockoff?
Yeah, because of that, I would feel bad putting him in anything that said hit it with a shovel. So I'm just going to put it in what. WTF was that? Because I want to see that. So that's not a right ranking. I just want to get rid of them from down here. Now, Mean Guns.
Haven't seen
classic.
Okay, I'm going to keep quiet right now. Guys in the chat, have you seen Mean Guns? Ice-T and that great Scotsman, Christopher Lambert.
I think the script, when you open up, there's only one page. It says testosterone. That's it.
It says bullets.
Make up your own line. Make up your own dialogue.
Bullets.
Have you seen this one?
I have seen this one. I've seen this a number of times. Yes.
I got a kick out of this movie. I like this movie a lot.
Yep. I would put it up here. I think it's a. Right.
So for you guys, no, I don't think it's classic. For you guys in the chat, it's about a bunch of like hitmen and scumbags that have all like betrayed this syndicate. So they bring them into this brand new prison that's going to open like in a week, and they dump a bunch of bullets and guns and bats and knives out, and they tell them, "Hey, go crazy. The last one standing gets to actually live. The rest of y'all are dead." What a great movie!
Classic. That's you can just tell that is the pitch for a classic.
I think now the way we're rating these. Is it better than Dollman for you, Stato?
I think it is. I mean, I had fun with Dollman, but I mean, this one was just like, it had the hard thing to do with these type of movies where you got like 15 different characters is make them all unique. And just, when you look at Alien 3, it's like, it's a bunch of bald British dudes. You don't care. But this one had like 5 or 6 really memorable different characters. Christopher Lambert getting himself hopped up. You had Ice-T, the one that's running the whole thing, being all gangster and stuff like that. And the girl that's caught in the twins. It's a lot of fun. I love that one.
You see, I want to watch it again now, just because you've been saying all that. It's good. I really want to.
I watched this back to back with Surviving the Game, Ice-T double feature.
I love Surviving the Game.
That was another great one.
Yeah, that Fortress. Hello there, Happy Jam Jam. Fortress was a great movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's on Blu-ray? Okay, cool. Here's something I noticed. Right, we're in. We're wanting to move up now. Right.
What's going on?
Bear with me.
Okay.
Now, why am I not seeing it? Oh, there you go. There it is. Comic Lord's on German Blu-ray release with both Max Havoc films.
Oh shit!
Right.
Oh, that's a good Sunday afternoon, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like, so yeah, we are, that's, like I say, guys, I'm going for that.
I got to get another copy of Mean Guns. I haven't seen that movie in like 20 years. It's great.
Right, everyone get Stato a copy of Mean Guns.
I'll get me a copy of Mean Guns.
Definitely.
And send him as many copies as possible.
My wife would just appreciate the heck out of that.
Right. So we're doing well here. We've got 2 classics already, and we've got one good film we've never seen, and it looks as if average films are going to be films that I've seen and we can't talk about, or I've seen the trailer. That's the way it goes. I feel bad putting. I'm just going to move them down here. I feel bad putting Benny the Jet into that. Okay. I've not seen that one. Vicious Lips. Has anybody seen Vicious Lips?
Nope. Haven't
Oh no,
seen
I have
it.
seen that one.
I've never heard of it.
That's the one. I have seen that one. Is that the one about the rock band? Right.
I might be going into that last category. I've never heard of it.
I think. Yeah, I own it. Yeah, this. Yeah, this goes in here. I don't think anybody else has seen this unless anybody. No. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of like a comedy, a very broad comedy about a female rock group in a post-apocalyptic desert.
I suppose that's what you do in a post before you start a rock group.
So yeah, and it's kind of, if it's the one I'm thinking of, then it's worth watching.
So were they called like the
straight to
Sandwiches?
classic.
I can't remember the plot. It's kind of like Mad Max meets Streets of Fire.
Meets Gem and the Holograms.
Yeah,
You're saying all the right things. This is beautiful.
Yeah, but it looks like it's got the budget of, I don't know, like an episode of Flamingo Road or something.
Half of Doll Man.
He literally looked in his pocket and went, "I've got 10 cents and half a Kit Kat. We'll do it."
Yeah, and even then, it's probably just a catering budget.
The Kit Kat was the catering, yeah. You can keep the 10 cents. We just need to feed people.
Oh dear. There you go. Mean Girls has an 18+ rating in Germany.
No, it's usually, I think, a language mostly.
Yeah, they're quite bad in Germany. Though they're quite strict. They're quite censorial.
Lots of killing.
They're the most
killing.
Germany is the most censorial country in the world at the moment. Like, there's so many movies that we've got that are like rated like 15 or whatever, and they're like, no, banned completely or heavily cut.
Yep, I think so. I think they are. I'm going to do another video without sound, as they say.
Yeah.
Now, I think this is just me. I might be kind of like jumping the gun here, but I think we're going into near classic or classic territory here. Okay. I'm going to go out on a limb with this. What I want to know is why, when you actually pay for StreamYards, does it not let you share two screens at the one time?
I know, right?
Why does it not let you do that? Okay, we're going to watch Nemesis.
Excellent.
We're not watching it. We're going to watch a trailer without sound.
Oh,
I know. Because this does actually have releases from legitimate. Oh no, we're watching it with sound. At least I am.
I can't hear anything.
I can't hear nothing.
That's all right.
They're shooting letters at people? Sign me up.
Yeah, that's cool. I always loved the fact that
there's some serious
his coat
teachers
looked as if it was two sizes too big for him. And look, there's Tim.
Yeah.
Tim Thomerson. Now, it also has Brian James.
I think it's better without sound.
One of Albert Pyun's trademarks is filters, like red and filters and kind of blue and purple filters.
Sorry.
Because I was shooting the ground, shooting the floor.
And then he just takes off screaming and shooting the dude as he goes, wow. This really looks like it had been a popular rental at the straight-to-video store.
It was. I think it was a huge
I can believe
success.
100%. Of course, a lot of like Full Moon and stuff like that they were created specifically for it. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Hey! Cary Hiroga Tagawa. That man's awesome. You just put it in the classic territory with him. Oh, that dude looked like he fell on his neck in the water. I give it a 3.2. Didn't stick the landing. They gotta have sunglasses on because I bet you they're all wincing at those guns. Oh, that's an ugly filter. So they shot Nemesis at you. Now they got to have it go to the side. I like it.
Yeah. All angles covered. mean, this movie has got just so much stuff in it. It's unreal.
Wow, this reminds me of Space Hunter, Adventures in the Forbidden Zone.
Ah, yeah, we need to do a special on that. I saw that in 3D in the cinema.
Hills, yeah, we do a movie.
There we go. Nemesis. Right. I'll share the screen for this again. Like I said the other week that when it came down to it, given the choice of like sitting down to watch Blade Runner or Nemesis, now I had to choose between them, I would probably pick Nemesis.
It's got to be like at least near classic. That looked really good for a low budget movie.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we're going to go get the chart for this one as well, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people have seen this.
I have seen it, but I only saw it when it came out. I haven't seen it since. The only bit in the trailer that I was like, I remember that is where he was shooting at the floor and then fell through it. That's the only bit I remember. But just watching that trailer alone, I was like, you know what? I'm really happy just watching this. Let's just put this on repeat for half an hour, and I'll be a very happy chappy. So I say classic. Just
classic,
get it straight up there.
Were the sequels just as good, or were they kind of
sequels?
Well, we'll get on to that.
You got the second one in there, not the third.
Yeah, I've got this. I've got the second. I've got 2, 3, and 4 together. Okay. There were 4 Nemesis movies.
Were they shot at the same time?
No, they weren't. Well, I think
I
maybe
could see him shooting 3 movies at the same.
Maybe
time.
3 and 4 were 2, 3, and 4. Maybe
reusing a bunch of shots.
But yeah, we'll have a break from Nemesis and we'll come back to it, and you'll see the difference in the way that it takes a wee bit of a turn. But yeah, Nemesis. I think Nemesis, because it's a Blade Runner type rip-off.
Yeah, it looked like it.
But it's got Terminator stuff in there as well. It's got a martial artist, Olivier Grunet, however you pronounce it, French or Belgian martial artist. Somebody can correct me in the chat because I can't remember now. And it goes there for me. If anybody's... I feel
like it's like we need to do a Blade Runner movie. We don't have the budget. In the desert? Oh.
Yeah. It goes... Yeah, classic. I think so. It's definitely... I think he means move it up.
Above classic?
Yeah. Into definitely wins an Oscar.
It belongs in the tier maker tier.
So I think, look at it, it's a B movie rip-off of A movie and B movie successes. It's got cult character actors like Tim Thomas and Brian James in it. It's got a good martial artist playing the lead. It's got a coat that he wears that's 2 sizes too big for him. All these things alone, and it's got lots of physical effects that they're really trying to do an awful lot with very little money. So
it has an extra cool cover that doesn't live up to the movie, with his eyes all glowing and stuff inside this.
Yeah,
sunglasses.
But it does. I think I probably have watched that more. Like I said before, I've watched this more times than Blade Runner.
That poster kind of reminded me of Abraxas. I wasn't sure how I felt about that.
About the poster reminding you about it, or about Abraxas?
It's like, well, it had like a purple tinge like Abraxas did and stuff like that, and painted kind of and whatnot. It reminded me of that. I was like, is this a mark of quality?
Yeah. That's it. Get a few drinks down. Perfect movie. Exactly. So, okay. This is looking good for classics.
Yeah.
I like.
Oh, I wish I'd watched Blood. Watch a Blood match now. I really do. I'm going to pull up Omega Doom. Has anyone seen Omega Doom?
No. Is that Rutger Hauer?
That's Rutger Hauer.
I feel like I should have.
Yeah. I'm going to chat. I got a feeling somebody in the chat might have done.
Is that this in the Cyborg trilogy?
No.
That's something else. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he did a Cyborg movie.
It looks like it's going down there because I've seen it, but I saw it on the original video rental, and that was quite a long time ago. So it's going down there. If I was to rate it based on my memories, it would be average. But as we can't really argue about it, I'm putting it down here. Okay, so poor Rutger.
Yeah, it is. That is the third movie in his Cyborg trilogy.
Is it?
Yeah, he did that. or Cyborg first, then this was the third one.
Well, Knights was the sequel.
Knights was the second one. Yep, and then this is the third movie in that trilogy. So this is supposed to be a sequel.
Oh,
as
is
well.
it? Oh, well,
Yep.
I apologize. Well, it's a very loose trilogy if it is.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about Knights then. Has anybody seen Knights? Yeah. Thanks for that, Stato. Sorry about that. I didn't realize it was part.
Okay. I was reading up on this before I came in, like, so I had some kind of knowledge.
No, I'm just trying to go in my memory of what I saw in the 80s.
Okay.
The 90s.
I'm pretending like this, Tom.
Knights.
Not seen it.
Okay, that for me that's average.
What did it have to do with the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie?
None of them have got anything to do with the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie.
Because it's his quote-unquote trilogy. This is a direct sequel, it says, to the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie.
Yeah.
That's
See, I even forgot Omega Doom was anything to do with cyborgs, although I can see that in his eye. That's how kind of unmemorable it is. Knights has got Lance Henriksen and Chris Christopherson in it.
Oh, Chris Christopherson. And Lance. Wow.
I can handle that.
They should have done a movie about being a couple country stars together. That would have been kind of funny.
Oh, that would have been great.
Yeah, get Willie Nelson in, make it a trio.
Yeah. Always reminds me of that one scene from Wag the Dog. Hey, Willie. Yeah. We need you to write a song about a shoe. Oh, I was going to get drunk.
Right. Okay. Nobody remembers Knights or saw Knights. I'm looking at Soul Iron and Pete and no. You know what?
It's got to go to the bottom.
I don't know if nobody's seen it. It's got to go to the bottom, isn't it?
It's got to go there.
Wow.
It's got to go there. Right. Okay. Is this big enough at the bottom? You know what? Let's put Spitfire in the bottom. I don't think has anyone seen Spitfire?
No,
it'll expand if it goes further.
Spitfire's about a sexy female assassin, and it's got Lance Henriksen in it.
Oh well, now it's got to go classic.
These all sound great,
but that's the thing. Yeah,
they always do.
But nobody's seen that.
Oh, Mega Doom's on Tubi. Okay,
it's going in there. I haven't seen that one. Alien from LA.
I haven't seen it either.
Right, so
never heard of it.
Suppose just hit it with a shovel then. Oh, why didn't I get the trailer? I'm going to have to get the trailer for that, I think. Arcade. Has anyone seen Arcade? Because that's an Empire Movies picture. That was one of the Charles Band ones that was released.
Once again, I have seen it, but I haven't seen it since I was a teenager, so I couldn't tell you anything that happens in it. I can't even tell you what my opinion of it is.
Right, so it's got to be at the very least or the very most. It's going to be average.
I think that's fair.
Yep. Yes, Catalan kicked a lot of butt back then, so she did. But well, you haven't seen Spitfire.
Then you need to look out for a movie called Man's Best Friend. It's not great.
Hey, is that the one with the predator dog?
Yes,
I remember that. He's like, they don't even know what he does. He just goes invisible. He looked like a cyborg on the cover, and you're like, yeah, robot dog, and it's like he's genetically altered to go invisible. And we put growling sounds in because this dog's actually really nice.
that sounds like another special we need to do.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. Okay. Well.
It's like Lawnmower Man with a dog.
It couldn't be any worse than Lawnmower Man. Was that controversial? Does anyone like Lawnmower Man?
I can't stand Lawnmower Man, so...
That was the first Pierce Brosnan movie I saw.
Yeah. No, I've never been a
He
big
was
fan.
good in there.
Yeah, he was. I've just never really been a big fan of it.
Yeah.
Killer Critters special
We
pieces.
could just do a Critters special.
That would just be Critters.
Talk about that fourth one.
Oh, that would be amazing, Pete.
Right, I'm going to
All the Gremlin ripoff movies.
Oh, God, I don't know if I could do it, guys.
That's Ghoulies. That's Critters. That's
Munchies.
Goblins.
Yeah, that's the one genre I didn't. Yeah, exactly. It was pants. Load more pants. The whole kind of Gremlin ripoff genre was one that, apart from the Critters, there was I couldn't really get into that.
You didn't like Toilet Demons? I thought that would have been right on your to-do list. Like, yes, even Toilet Demons in college. I know it's Ghoulies, but I like Toilet Demons so much more.
Oh. Right. Oh, now we're going to look at another trailer. Without sound.
Time for a commercial break.
Oh, wait a minute. We're getting a warning. Okay. yeah. Killer Animal movie. I can get behind that.
Killer Animal. How many are there?
Right to the end, just to please Dave.
There are a few.
Yeah, we'll leave Cyborg a bit, and what we'll do is we'll get on to a trailer. We have watched a trailer. I think this is a different trailer though. Oh no, it's not. We're watching The Sword and the Sorcerer. We didn't watch a trailer for this, did we? We talked about this a wee bit on the horror special with Emma Dark, because this was one of the first movies that she saw that kind of like turned her towards the dark side and watching horror. So this was released before Conan the Barbarian. Okay, just to let you know.
Where does it come with Beastmaster?
Yeah, that was definitely released before that.
That's a rule in my house. Every time I scroll past it in Amazon, I gotta yell Beastmaster. Never watch it or anything. I just scroll.
You have watched it though, haven't you?
Well, I have watched that and the sequel, and I think there's a third one too.
Right. Well, has anybody watched Barbarians with the Barbarian Brothers?
No.
What's his name? What's the name of the guy again that made Cannibal Holocaust?
Oh, Ruggero Deodato.
He directed it. There you go.
Oh well, I need to change that immediately then.
It's on Tubi.
Oh, beautiful.
You can thank me later.
Have you gotten that yet?
Oh yeah.
Lucifer Storm? Have you gotten that?
I've searched through it, and most of the ones that I want to see, I'm like, well, I've got it on DVD, so I might as well just pull that out.
Yeah. They update a lot, though.
Yeah, I will give it another check soon. See what.
This one doesn't have. Hang on, this one doesn't have subtitles, so we're just going to have to lip read, guys.
Is that Jason Momoa?
It's Lee Holbrook, I believe, who was who was he? He was a.
Any relation to Hal?
He might be. You never know.
3D printing before it was. That's how they grow their tomatoes.
Oh, didn't know that. If that was the case. Yeah. Check this out. Look at that. It's a sword that shoots blades at people.
Yes. Oh, you said shoots blades. Thank God. It'd be a totally different sword if it was the other word I was thinking.
Is it just me, or is this kind of like the last season of Games of Thrones? Or Throne of Games? What was that called?
Throne of
Game
Games.
of Thrones. Game of Thrones. Of Games Thrones. See, we've forgotten it already. It does have an epic. It was, guys. It does have an epic. Oh, this is it. Is this the Red Band trailer? It may well be. I don't know. I haven't watched it.
Dirty stuff in that?
Yeah, the company that released this, production company, I know this from watching the video with the editor talking about it. It's not. This is the PG trailer.
Oh, dang.
So it's the same scene, but minus any clothes.
Oh, dang.
That's what the movie's like.
Hey, was that who I thought it was? The Caesar-looking dude. Was that the bad guy from like Invasion USA?
Yeah. Is it Richard Lynch?
Yeah,
Richard Lynch. Yeah. Oh, he was also in Puppet Master 3.
Yep, that's him.
Yep. Poncho, it's just important that you're here. That's all.
Hey, Poncho.
Indeed. Yeah, but we're just watching trailers with no sound on, just so we don't get struck. They all have big hair, but
she doesn't. Was that?
He was.
Don't try to catch a. Oh, I was going to say, don't try to catch a sword like that. It goes right through his hand.
Sword and the Sorcerer. There you go. So who's seen this?
I have.
I feel like I have now.
You feel what you have now. I think it's a terrific wee movie. I can understand some people not kind of getting with it. You know, I can.
You know, like I'm not into like the sword and sorcery stuff at all. It just
What about
doesn't
the
do
sorcery
anything
and
for
sword
me.
stuff?
Once again, just doesn't do anything for me.
Not as good.
It doesn't float my boat, I'm afraid. But this is one of those sword and sorcery movies that I absolutely adore. I say get it right up there to classic.
Okay, I would go classic too with this one. I'm going to look to the. Well, Pete says, you know, sword and sorcerer, this is the stuff. So I'm thinking, I know Soul Lion likes the idea of it more than he likes the actual movie, but I think it's quite.
It reminded me a lot of Excalibur.
Yeah. It does. It's before Conan. It was made to get out in the marketplace before Conan came out. So it still has a feel of like an old-fashioned swashbuckler about it at the same time, mixed with a horror movie, you know, mixed with barbarians and that kind of stuff. And the nudity that just suddenly appears from nowhere for that one scene is because the distributors demanded that it had a scene in it where there was nudity, because that's the kind of movies it could sell. I know.
Oh, the good old days.
The good old days.
We need enough in the for the trailer and then a little surprise for the movie. That's all we're asking for, okay?
This is better than a classic.
I'm with Pete once again. It would definitely win an Oscar.
Right, we probably should have had a legit trailer, you know, as in it could be a legit, because it was a legit cinema release, you know, sort of thing. But classic.
Are you pulling a Talladega Nights on me? Won an Oscar for what? Raddest movie ever made.
Yes.
Pyun is a hack compared to the mighty Albert Pyun. I'm going to go with. Right, okay. We're getting through them. We're getting through them because we haven't seen most of them. Or as you can see from the bottom, only I have seen most of them and I can't remember them. I remember the visuals of Vicious Lips, funnily enough. And I don't have it lined up, but have we all seen the trailer?
I saw the trailer
for Road to Hell. Right, I think I'll find it and we'll put it on. It kind of demands a sound, but I can't use the sound because it uses Jim Steinman songs, and I know for a fact that will get us struck. But if I can get the trailer for it, right, guys. Pete's saying he's seen about 3 of these.
A little more than him.
Like this is like, so not. Why is there never any subtitles? Okay, find one that's got subtitles.
That's because none of them could afford subtitles. They couldn't afford like effects, much less subtitles. These movies.
Right. You know what? It probably works better without them. Right now, got to set the scene for this. Have you seen Walter Hill's classic Streets of Fire?
Nope.
Is that the sequel to Chariots of Fire?
Not
the
quite.
Aftermath.
No. Well, it's a fantastic kind of like a rock fable kind of movie. So it's well worth watching, and it's got a terrific kind of weird villain performance by Willem Dafoe, which is a lot of fun. Now, this is a sequel to it. Right? So hold on to your hats. Yeah, sorry. We're doing it.
Get the men in white coats ready for Pete.
Yep. Star of Streets of Fire. One blonde. Yeah. Now, you got to imagine the Jim Steinman music going on here, you know, sort of like the Meatloafy Jim Steinman music. it looks as though the entire movie has been made on front of a green screen.
Like they're trying to do like a Sin City kind of thing.
Yeah, I think that's been. But then suddenly LA, I think that was LA, wasn't it? Helicopters.
Oh yeah, that's how they get around in LA.
Ellen, there you go. Highly stylized and vivid surrealism.
That's code for we ain't got no money.
I like Albert Pyun's movies.
You sounded defensive when you said that. Nobody's arguing with you, man.
I got to go with this being like I don't know, but then again,
Road to blue screen coming soon.
I'm going to be a bit controversial with just by going by the trailer, and I'm going to say I think it should go into Hit It With a Shovel.
Are you right? Okay, let's. Okay.
I mean, I do want to see it because it does look that bad, but I'm not going to kill to see it.
I think if we're rating this one on the trailer, so it could be a near classic for all we know. But that's one Hit It With a Shovel. I'm pretty sure Pete Bakewell's already got us a Hit It With a Shovel. Stato, Hit It With a Shovel.
Well, no. In all honesty, I'm still trying to figure out what that was.
What it was. do you want to kind of go away from it and watch it with the sound? Because I think when you watch it with the sound, it has.
We could put it in WTF was that.
Yeah, I was thinking it was more of that. Yeah, I was kind of go with that.
I'm really trying to like piece that together in my head, like.
Yeah. I think until we actually watch the movie.
Yes.
Because he is going for, he's trying to do a very low budget take on Sin City, with the green screen and that. He's trying to do that there with it, and you never know, it might kind of like have once you go with that and you watch it. Yeah,
well, once you see some of those scenes in context, it could be good. It could also be fucking worse.
It could be.
You made it worse by talking.
You know what?
With a pneumatic shovel.
I think it's going to be really interesting if we revisit this in, say, like 6 months' time. And in that time, we all watch these movies, come back and go, wow, there's going to be some drastic changes.
Every one of these are hit it with a shovel. How is that possible?
Yeah. Oh, hang on. There's a question I have to answer.
No offense taken, Pancho.
Do you go for salt and sauce and you try salt and sauce? Oh. I'm all three.
Oh,
I'm extreme when it comes to my chips. All three.
You're a chip extremist.
Pretty much. I go for all three.
Me about this before we started.
I am. I'm a chip extremist. Sorry,
I'm gonna forgive it. Because we're on screen, but I don't know, man.
So I'm sorry, Pete, but it's not going to get with a shovel. I think it's going to go into WTF was that? Because I kind of want to see it.
There's that sick part of you at the back of your head that's like, yes, I like to hurt myself with bad movies like these.
Well, every time I see the trailer, it looks different. So that alone is something you go, I never noticed that before.
I don't know if that's a good thing, though. Every time I see it, it's different.
I don't know. No, it doesn't. It gets more hypnotic every time. So I'm going to go with that. Now,
he's going to watch it and then say it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it.
Do you think so?
That's my prediction.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, let's go into this then. We've seen one. Let's watch two. Nemesis.
Nemesi, isn't that? Would that be the plural?
The plural.
That trilogy.
That's the, I don't know, Nemesis. That's the Greek trilogy version.
Mm.
The Nemesis. That bad movie part in the mind is common. Yeah, it is indeed. And
Yes.
it's like,
Yes.
it's the ability to understand what the director's attempting to do, but maybe just doesn't have the budget to do it.
Yes.
And in some cases, the talent. I think Albert Pyun's got the talent to do it, but you know.
But his imagination is much bigger than any budget he's ever had.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, you've got your Herschel Gordon Lewis's who just don't have the, he doesn't have the talent, but you know what? Go for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The horror community is so funny in how it's like it's accepting of a really terrible movie as far as budget and stuff like that goes, but they want that creativity. Like you get these like kills and it's just like, I've seen that before. This movie sucks.
Yeah.
But then, same movie, different movie, same kind of budget. Wow, did you see that guy split in like fourths? I've never seen that before. This could be awesome.
Well, that's it, because it's like you could sit for half an hour through a movie. We were talking about that when we were talking about Absurd the other night. You could sit for half an hour through a movie that you're like, this is so boring. Why is it notorious? And then, somebody gets killed by getting their head stuck in an oven. And it's just like, it's ridiculous. And you kind of go, wow, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what we all love about movies. Right. Let's watch this. Nemesis 2, Nebula.
Nebulous. How do you know they're weird? They were in sunglasses. Oh, dear.
Wow, yeah.
I don't know what to make of this either.
I'm lost for words.
This also looks like Space Hunter.
All the Nemesis movies look a little bit like Space Hunter.
Oh, that dude attacked that wall with his face. The flip stops midway and she just kind of sails backwards like a Godzilla tail slide shooting in the air.
That's like, Nemesis 2.
Wow.
Now, I'm just gonna leave you with that a second, guys. You can give me your thoughts on that.
Well, I've never seen Nemesis 2. I've only seen the first one, like I mentioned earlier, but I wish I had seen Nemesis 2 after seeing that. That looks so wow. Just wow. I need it in my life. I don't know where I'd put it on the ranking system going by the trailer. All I know is I need to fucking watch that.
He's going to be on the DVD as a quote thing next. It was a roller coaster of wow, the trailer.
Indeed. Soul Lion knows his Nemesis movies. They do indeed get worse and worse. Yeah.
Sort of make a scene. Usually when they do like the competitions, they've got almost nothing on so that they can be judged.
Yeah, but she wants to be taken seriously as an actress.
Oh.
Yeah. I
see.
I kind of like Nemesis 2 as well, but it is not, in my book, a classic. But I think it's Sue Price as a woman. I believe it was Sue Price. And it's worth watching for her because she's, as you saw, she was like, it's as if Van Damme and Dolph Lundgren had been molded into one person. And she was
be a dude.
Yeah, she was that person. Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. So I've lumped in 3 and 4 here because, as Soul Lion said, they're not very good. It doesn't, but she's in all of them, and
it's her franchise now.
it pretty much becomes her franchise.
Oh,
so I'm going to leave up to you guys where you
I'm
think it
surprised they
should
didn't
go.
call it Nemesister.
You can make your mind up where you think it should go.
Based on that trailer, I mean, and they got like some decent average, I'd say.
Average.
I couldn't judge by that trailer. I really couldn't. I would think I'd have to go for average.
So we're currently on average.
But over the whole run, so on. Over the whole runtime, it's kind of slow because they put all the action scenes.
It's kind of slow, but then again,
we'll get some near classic in there. Don't you worry about that.
We'll go average with it. It is kind of slow. So Lion's right, because I watched it recently because I've got all the movies on Blu-ray, and it is kind of slow, but it's definitely worth a watch if you've got like 90 minutes or 89 minutes or something, because it's a perfect running time. These movies, most of them are like 90 minutes long.
Yeah,
that's the only criteria it takes for Woolie to rate it a classic. Is it 90 minutes?
Pretty much. 90 minutes. 90 minutes is good.
90 minutes is, I would say, is near classic. 80 to 85 minutes, now we're talking classic.
Now we're talking classic. Yep, definitely.
That's not even feature length.
Has anybody seen Kickboxer 2?
Yeah.
No, I've only ever seen the first Kickboxer.
It wasn't basic. If I remember right, it was like the first movie again with a different dude.
It was. This is one of these. There was a big thing in the 80s where it was like the sequels were like the brother of the person in the first movie, and they would like take revenge for the death of the.
Why didn't that guy star in Bloodsport 2 as well?
What was his name again? Sasha. Oh, what was the name of the guy that was in it? Anybody get the wiki open? What's his name again? I remember reading about these in Combat magazine.
What, Kickboxer in Combat magazine?
Yep, Combat and Martial Arts magazine. It would always do interviews with directors and actors and martial artists that were in movies.
Sasha Mitchell.
Yeah, but I don't think he was a martial artist. I'm not too sure, was he?
Don't think so.
But yeah, he was the guy that was in all the movies that came afterwards. So just checking there. Personally, I enjoy this more than Kickboxer.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing another one. Oh, wow. There's like 4 or 5 of these movies.
Yeah, there's loads of them. And Pete's right. Hot office success on, was it Dallas? He was on Sasha Mitchell.
He was on the Step by Step, I think. Maybe
we
Dallas
didn't get,
too, but he was on Dallas and Step. He was a TV guy mostly.
Yeah, we didn't get Step by Step, I don't think. At least didn't get as far as Scotland. We've got Dallas.
Well, Step by Step was I was 114 episodes or 120, whatever. It went for a while, 7 years.
Yep.
A lot of paychecks.
So you guys have got to go. You've got to go with me saying I prefer it more to the first one.
Why would you say?
I think because it's trashier than the first one is why I like it more.
Did he do the splits?
Oh no, I can't remember now.
Did a Kickboxer movie then? If he didn't do the splits?
Yeah, it's a Van Damme movie if he does the splits. I think we're seeing Pistoli and Dave is going to rate everything fantastic. It has Van Damme in it. What about I'm going to put it in good because I don't think anybody's remembers it or has seen it, so I'm going to put it in good. Okay, I mean, Stato, you've seen it.
Yeah, it's remarkably average for me.
It's remarkably average. Okay,
all of them except the first one, which is again just Bloodsport.
Well, you know what? I might put it in average because I think Kickboxer 4 is better, so I'm going to put that in good.
I'm going to get kicked out the show eventually for rating these things. Chat's going to come to me. It's all your fault.
No, I'm going to put Kickboxer 4 because I think Kickboxer 2 is better. Yeah. Kickboxer 2 has got a bit of kind of like, kick-ass,
Oh yeah.
I'm an action hero type movie. Yeah, so I quite like that. So that would quickly go through the kickboxer movies because they're not indicative of Albert's milieu, I don't think. I'd like to see one of the kickboxer movies with that lassie for Nemesis 2 in it.
Do you think Bristolian Dave would like Black Eagle?
Oh God, that's a movie I haven't seen for a long fucking time.
Yeah, Dave, where do you stand on Black Eagle?
Mm.
Technically a Shogashugi movie.
Exactly. Van Damme was in like 10 minutes.
Dave's checking his collection to see if he's got Black Eagle. You probably get the Blu-ray because I'd get it was 101 or 88 released it in Blu-ray, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I gave props to Jean-Claude Van Damme in that movie. Anybody that's seen me knows exactly what I'm talking about.
It's no good, is it? It's no good. It would have been improved by having Albert Pyun behind the camera, I think. We'll wait and see if Dave gets back to us.
He'll just say Van Damme's in it, so it's great.
Right. I'm going to look. I'm going to get the trailer for this, which I don't have it lined up.
Which one?
Oh, it would help if I didn't type in Nemesis again. See, I'm obsessed by Nemesis.
Oh, you got the virus.
Oh no. Let's see.
See, I told you what Dave was going to say. It's like I wrote the script myself.
That's why I'm not going to ask him what he thinks about No Retreat, No Surrender, because I already know the answer.
Time Cop is a good one, though.
Oh, there you go. It's a trailer. Right. Okay. No
We'll do a Van Damme
subtitles.
special sometime, I'm sure.
Right. There's no subtitles. Again, that's really quite annoying. But what the hell? We're going to now watch the trailer for it, and I'm going to stay quiet here. But
which one?
We're now going to watch the trailer for Brain Smasher.
I watched this before we went live.
Did you watch the movie?
No, the trailer. I haven't watched the movie yet.
Do you want to watch the movie?
Oh, fuck yes. After that trailer, I definitely want to watch the movie.
Right, okay, so in minus the sound, we're now going to watch Brain Smasher, A Love Story. And here we go.
Too much dead air. Hi, everyone.
Too much dead air. That's unfortunate for Sasha.
Look at it. It's Terry Hatcher before Lois.
It is indeed before Lois, before Pierce. Now, the running joke here is these are Chinese guys and they keep calling them ninjas, and they're like, we are not ninjas. That's a kind of running joke in this movie.
Yeah.
Terry Hatcher.
I don't think Andrew Dice Clay was in many movies past this.
He was in The Irishman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he is actually a pretty good actor.
He's not been in many.
Not when he was making these movies, is what he said. But later on in life, he turned into a pretty good actor.
Sure, a bunch of this was based on like stand-up stuff he did.
Yeah, he plays a jerk, which is pretty much was his stand-up character, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Was it Joe Rogan says he was talking about him as how he was a character, and then eventually he just became the character.
Yeah.
Hey, Adams.
Yeah.
Hey, Adams.
Oh.
And Marigo?
And Marigo? Is that, I was saying that right? Marigo de Poilo? I'm terrible with it. I hope I didn't slaughter your name there. And thanks for joining us.
It's like if you took the Fonz and like injected him with steroids right into his neck. Hey!
This is a part where he's telling her to hit low and then hit high. He was showing how to take out a guy with 2 punches. And these are the Chinese ninjas. And big coats. Albert Pyun at this particular time had a thing for big coats. I'm going to have to Google it now. Now, I semi-joke about trying to get the rights to this to make a comic because I do like this film.
Which reminds me of that movie Cuffs with Christian Slater.
Oh, I haven't seen that in years.
Yeah, it's better than that.
It's around the same time I think they were made.
I don't know which my eye is drawn to more, the trailer or the fact that underneath it says WULLIE and Statto at the movies, Team Dark rank
Wow.
the films of Albert Pyun live now.
So it does, which is really good because I'm not watching this through my account.
13 are watching.
That's really meta.
Yeah, because whenever I do this, I make sure I'm not signed into anything because.
Well, can we watch that? I love that
myself.
show.
You know, if we do that, you know that it's going to kill me. I'm going to be kicked out of this the minute I try. We'll give it a go. We'll give it a go in a minute.
Yes, please do. I want to see what happens.
No, man, I wouldn't risk it. These people are being entertained.
Yeah, cheers.
That was some intense line delivery. You didn't even need it.
There's so much about this movie that makes it worth watching again.
Just the title alone is fucking amazing. And then you get the trailer, and it's like, where has this been all my life?
The 90s?
I know. Yeah, I really like this film. So I do. It's one of my favourites of the Albert Pyun oeuvre. It's definitely one of my favourites.
Probably the one with one of the ones with the biggest budget.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it does, because they tend to do an awful lot with their budget. He's very good at disguising, I think, the lack of budget.
Well, I suppose getting the game like the today time helped out a lot, not having to try to make things look future.
Yeah, that's it. So it's quirky, it's interesting to watch. It's got Terry Hatcher's in it.
That could be in the near classic week.
It could be. I think it could very well be.
Classic.
I'm going to go to the chat though, because I would put it in classic. So chat, we've got one near classic. We've got one classic. I'll stick it in here right now. But I think that is a classic. But yeah. But that's your big budget Dice Clay movie. Yeah,
that one too. Yep.
This is your low budget Dice Clay.
Yeah.
So
I remember the Adventures of Ford Fairlane. Wow.
So what do you think, wise guys? Is that a classic? Is it? Oh, it's probably going to stay near classic, isn't it? Classic or near classic, Pete says.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what?
That's diplomatic.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Just turn on the American right now.
I believe he was, wasn't he? You watch that again. I haven't seen that since I first saw it back in the day.
I forgot it existed, but I've seen it.
It's something else. Okay, I'm going to keep it in near classic, although that's the IP that I would like to get a hold of and do something with all these movies. That's the IP I can imagine making a good graphic novel or something out of. So Albert, if you're watching,
you can combine it with your.
Yeah, please do.
You could combine it with your IP and make it Brain Dark, a love smasher.
Don't joke like that, because I might just do that. I've seen like 2 of those films. Let us know which 2, and if we've got them properly ranked. I've seen less than I want to, because I want to see them all. I think.
Yes, same here.
We're talking about a filmmaker who manages to get the money together, manages to make a movie or like a shoestring, get distributed, and in a lot of cases makes a really cool movie to watch, or something that's just fun. You can have a good time with for 90 minutes, and that's kind of like, that's the whole point to making these kind of films. Brain Smasher versus Bampots. Oh yeah, I can see that. They'd eat the ninjas. So we're getting down to the wire here now. We're getting down to what could very well be. I'm going to put you in good. We haven't seen you, but Benny the Jet's in it, so you're going in good. Just has to happen. Now,
there's 2 left.
I know. What's going to happen here? Yeah. I'm going to get the Cyborg trailer up. Oh. Modernized trailer? No, we don't want that. Thank you very much.
No.
Excuse me.
That's,
It's my favorite
yeah.
trailer.
yeah, official trailer. This is yeah, we'll definitely get done. This is out in Blu-ray by Scream Factory. Now, straight away, this has something at the opening that will divide people, I think. So I'm going to share it, and you'll know what that is the minute you see it. What's this?
MG. Which one's MG?
Mean Guns.
Oh, Mean
Oh,
Guns.
Mean Guns. Mean Guns.
Right,
I
okay.
could see a near classic either way. Yeah.
Yeah,
really
well, we
like
can see that in a lot of cases we were kind of like it's one or the other. Yeah, yeah, we can see that. So let's go for this. Let's watch Cyborg official trailer from Canon.
We stuff them in a barrel and fire them right at you.
Now remember, Albert didn't have the final cut on this.
Yeah, apparently there's a director's cut or a work print that's floating about of this, but it's under the name Slinger, if I remember correctly.
That's correct. That's the preferred Albert Pyun version.
Yeah, and I haven't seen that version.
You know what
No,
this
I
movie
believe it's
reminds
2.5
me of?
hours long, but
You know what this movie reminds me of?
What does it remind you of?
Space Hunter.
Should have seen that fucking coming, shouldn't I?
we'll keep that for our Molly Ringwald special.
It's only got one movie we're talking about, and that's Space Hunter.
That's pretty much it. Yep.
They got the right sunglasses for an a-hole. It's like a-holes wear sunglasses.
I'd forgotten how much screaming in the rain there was in this movie.
Yeah, man.
There you go.
Cyborg. There's not actually one in here, but
Right. Okay. Now, we don't really need to ask Dave, do we?
No, I think we all
No,
know.
I think
Dave.
we know Dave. Because Van Damme is in it. Yep.
Oh, Dave, you're going to hate me in a minute.
he's going to say it's an average. Yeah, is that what you're going to say?
No.
No?
I've
Hit it with the shovel.
I saw Cyborg when I was a teenager, and it was the only Albert Pyun movie that I got to watch or rewatch before this show, and I was really looking forward to it, and I just did not enjoy it whatsoever.
Slow.
a
little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. I just felt that there was like a lot of problems with it. I don't know if I just wasn't in the right frame of mind or what, but it just didn't do anything for me. You know, I was just like, oh, I'd rather be doing something else. So I'm sorry, Bristolian Dave, but I wouldn't even put it close to the near classic bit. I'd probably put it in average.
Oh man, I thought I was going to be the first one the chat was going to kick off the show. Thank God. Thank God.
Oh, so is that two averages so far?
I didn't say average. I just said that's what I was wondering if he was going to say. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I
See,
know.
this movie. The thing is, I can't.
Right, that's like
accurately-
the end of Man of Steel, isn't it? That's how he's shouting at that right now. He's on his knees.
I can't accurately rate this because there's a lot of nostalgia. This is the first Jean-Claude Van Damme movie I saw. This turned me into a Van Damme fan, but at the same time, rewatching this movie, which I haven't, but I mean, I just remember it. There's a lot of downtime, we can say.
Like I said, I haven't seen the director's cut, Slinger, but I wouldn't.
So that sounds funny.
Oh my goodness.
See, if you said to me, like, you know, pick a Van Damme movie to watch, I'm probably going to go with Bloodsport. That's my preferred Van Damme movie.
Yep. Was he in this?
What?
I don't know.
He might have. Maybe.
I
don't recall seeing him in it. I don't recall seeing him in it.
Yeah,
but he might have been.
Good. Okay, guys, I'm going to kind of like have to say it as well. I don't think this is a classic.
Oh snap!
So
you should have had one tier that said it was a Van Damme good movie, and
if I'd had a chat with Dave beforehand, I would have made a tier that we could have put in that was a Van Damme good movie, because that's a brilliant suggestion, Stato. And you know what? We're going to use that when we do our martial arts special someday. Van Damme good movie.
Steven Seagal crap.
Did you see? Oh, don't know. I like a good Steven Seagal movie.
I know you do.
Yeah, Ticker was not it though, unfortunately. Yeah.
Look at you, just as soon as he gets put down, it's committed, and Dave's gonna have something to say.
Right,
I think I'm going to be receiving death threats from Dave for like the next 5 years. I think the chat is
split as well. That's the thing.
I feel like as soon as he puts it down,
so
as soon as he puts it down, Dave's gonna like reenact that scene from that Tales from the Crypt where those blind guys ganged up on that. Well, he's gonna find himself in a room.
Let me tell you now, Wally, whether you put it in average or good, Dave is not going to be happy.
He's not. I never thought, this is a show. This is a controversial episode of Wally and Stato at the movies. This is the one that people are like,
"Oh my god!"
Oh,
it's the most well known of them all, too.
It's the most well known.
Yeah,
guys, I would put it in average. Now, to be honest, there's lots of things about Cyborg that's better than all the movies that we've got above it, apart from this one because nobody's seen it.
At the same time, though, being a chat advocate, it's the one that people still talk about out of all of these, and that by definition is a classic, isn't it? If it's survived and still being talked about 30, 40, 50 years later.
Not necessarily. I can make an argument against that. Because there are people who still talk about the Da Vinci Code and Spice Girls. Doesn't make either of those a classic.
What are you talking about? Roger Moore was great in Spice Girls.
Oh, right. Okay, we need to do a Seagal special. No, there's at least 5.
Okay. I will say Meatloaf was funny in that movie. There's that one line where they're like, "Go clean the toilets," and he's like, "I love those girls, and I'd do anything for them, but I won't do that."
If it was just... Oh god, we're talking about the Spice World. Oh no.
I've just seen Dave's comment of clicks report stream. Because we're not going to put Cyborg in classic.
Woolie will know exactly where to go when it's like, you have been put for hate speech.
Look,
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm sorry, but this would go in average if it was just the 3 of us, I think. Do you think so?
I personally think if you take Van Damme out of it, it doesn't change anything about the movie for me. I still feel that it's just...
If you put the Lassie...
It's not entertaining for me.
If you put the Lassie for Nemesis 2, this is a classic. Right.
This could be a Nemesis sequel. Nemesis sequel?
It's going in good because the chat is split, but Dave is so adamant that it's a classic that...
In other words, he's just texted you and gone, "You better put it in a higher tier." No,
I've bumped it up to good. Okay, because
you are no longer a babber.
But the problem with that is, it's like, if it's good, then so is
I'm Not My Monkeys. Under Siege was the top 3 Seagal movies.
The top 3, yeah. Was there a third one?
No, it's just, I absolutely agree.
Got you right. Oh god, man,
honorable mention to Executive Decision.
Now, I wasn't going to mention this, but Kingpin art. Good evening, good sir.
Kingpin art. Oh. How the devil art though?
You know, I did notice he's got the complete Mills and Boons collection, but you know he hasn't watched them yet, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. No, don't.
Oh, I'm going to get caught up.
Cyborg was cheated. He was indeed. So there you go. Now this means we just have Captain America now to have a look at. Again,
hit it with a near classic. It's somewhere between there.
I would personally, personally, I would put Captain America quite high up there. It's just got a special place in my heart, but I fully appreciate that I'm probably the only person that would put it up like in near classic.
I'm conflicted on this one. I really am. There's a little bit of nostalgia there, but at the same time, nothing in this movie is accurate to anything.
Once again, this is a movie where there is a director's cut. I have the director's cut. I just haven't seen the director's cut yet.
This was around the same time as the Dolph Lundgren Punisher. So
yeah, you had Dolph Lundgren Punisher in '89 and this in 1990.
It's about that same tone.
Hmm.
About the same tone. And I mean, this is just how comic book movies were done back then. Although this is kind of a cool scene when See, they should have kept him looking like that the whole movie. Even though he didn't look like a skull at all. They're showing like most of the action in the trailer.
Yeah, this is pretty much all the action in the movie. Yeah.
Like how they gave a picture with his mask on.
I just still can't get over the fact that in this movie, Captain America's special ability is going, can you pull the car over? I don't feel too well. And then stealing the car once they put it over.
Right in the car, I know.
Wait for it. Oh, they cut out the wink to the camera. Like, he literally winks.
Oh, is it not in that trailer? Oh, I got the wrong trailer. Sorry about that. Look, it's me.
It wasn't as bad as the one where he was like he had a helmet on and he was riding around on a motorcycle. The second one.
Hang on, my hair looks terrible.
You just literally turn that thing on to fix your hair. And... You're welcome, Chad.
Thank you, Poncho.
It was annoying me.
You can't be seen in mirrors, so he has to.
See, not my monkeys. He's bumping it up to I'm good alone just for that.
See, it's another one that, like, when I first saw it, I was like quite young and I loved it then, and then I rewatched it as an adult a couple of years back, and I still loved it, but for all the wrong reasons. Like, to me, it is just, as a bad movie, it's great. As a comedy, which it isn't intended to be, it's fucking great.
All those who oppose his shield must yield. Indeed. Something in the red and the white and the blue will come through. Brilliant. Right.
I remember renting this one as a kid because it was just like comic book movie.
This is one where if we were on Twitter right now, we'd be getting told how it's kind of like hit it with a shovel. Everybody would be telling us that.
Yeah, but I would disagree with them, and just personally.
Right. There's some people who would probably think, what was that? We were just watching. There's others who would say it was average. But the fact that it's J.D. Salinger's son with rubber ears and a comics accurate wings on the head and a costume that just entirely made out of rubber.
He can go swimming at least.
Like I said, I love it for all the wrong reasons. If it was up to me, I would put it in near classic for all the wrong reasons. So it's probably better to put it in good.
Good. But is it not better than Cyborg?
I think it's better than Cyborg. But
right, it's near classic then. There you go.
Plugged it right in.
And all of a sudden, I'm going to get even more death threats.
Classic. It's very close to classic. It definitely is. I enjoyed the movie. I like it better than the Marvel movies.
Wow.
But it's not as good as them. It's not. But
that's nostalgia talking.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. It's just like. No, I actually thought it was bad when I saw it as well. First time I saw it, this is awful. And then I watched it again because I enjoyed it so much.
It's going to be just like that Flash TV series, John Wesley Shipp.
Yep.
I'm loving the chat at the moment. I really am. I don't think Dave likes me very much at the moment. Well, he first of all said kick everyone and then kick everyone hard.
Holy crap. You told me to get kicked? I can't believe it.
Okay. All right. Okay. right now it's better than Cyborg.
Turn on you.
Put it up. See what, I can't win.
I'm gonna get so many refunds on my
Chat
Indiegogo, aren't
turning
I?
on you over Albert Pyun films. That's amazing. That should be like an achievement award.
It's not better than chocolate. Nothing's better than chocolate.
Are you talking about the food or the movie?
Chocolate. No, both. But yeah, I think, you know what? You're tempting me. You're tempting me, Pancho.
Yeah, I gotta admit, I'm tempted to go with that as well.
Right, guys, this has been a great show. Thanks to everybody in the chat for joining us. Lucifer, thanks for joining us tonight for this special. We'll need to do another ranking at some point.
Yes, definitely.
But just before we go, good night, everybody. And thanks for joining us. We will be here. We're not streaming next week, but we're streaming the week after. If you give that like button a wee smash and you subscribe, you'll see that I've got At the Movies scheduled for practically the whole year ahead. You'll see what's coming up. Okay, guys, thanks very much for joining us. Good night.
Goodbye.
TTFN.
Captain America, classic.